Hey everybody, it's Christine with CocoaDaisy, and I am excited. I'm always excited to share stuff with you guys. But this is going to be a really fun collection for you to see, to get a look at some of the projects that I created with. It is our June collection. It is Summer Avenue. And it is all about summer in the city, day trips to the city, even if you have just a local place that you like to go to, even your neighborhood. I think there's just a lot of fun ways that you can use this collection. And aside from that, I always want you to look at a collection not in a very linear way, that it has to reflect what I do in my life. That's really not the purpose of art. And each collection is art. And I think that you have to look at it as just interesting and beautiful artwork that you can enjoy, whether you travel or live in the country or live in the city. To me, it's all just beautiful artwork to enjoy. And so that's what we did with the Summer Avenue collection. We've got these fun little Polaroids in here. We've got the cute little the little homes and the little car, which I think is adorable. There's also some references to by the lakeshore or the seashore that you can have, as far as with the little food nod in there. There's some beautiful geraniums, which I love. So we've got some of that in here as well. So let's take a look at what I did with the planner kit and some of the items that are in here. So you get a calendar card. I punched holes in this. I notched the sides and turned it into kind of like a tag, like a tag shape. You could punch a hole in that and add a little piece of ribbon or string too if you wanted to, but I have that kind of as a bookmark. These also work really well for wrapping washi around and tucking in a pocket if you want to do that, to hold some washi in a nice flat way. The really cute sticky note pads, and these are nice and big, I thought, and I just added the little sticker on there. I've got a couple stickers on here as well from the sticker set that comes in the kit. And then I took some of the patterned paper, and then I added, so you get two of the adhesive pockets, this really fun wood grain one, and then this Queen's Harbor. I love this one. And I really wanted that to show up. It is see-through, so, but I wanted to be able to use this as my background, but then I also really wanted that design to show up. So all I did is I took a piece of plain white cardstock, just cut it to size, punched the little half circle notch in there, and then put it in there. And then that way it's not see-through. So you can do either way, whatever way you want to do it. But I just thought that was kind of fun. And then I can see all of the lettering in there. So I liked that. It's just an option, something that you can do. I tucked in a couple of the stickers in there. And yeah, so that turned out really cute. And I didn't make it like a full page. I just did it kind of a half page. That way I can layer some stuff behind it. I can see some of the other things there. I've got the little pen and ink note card in here. And then this little guy, this is super fun. So what you get is the tiny little car with the charm. I had a black paper clip. You can use a silver one, gold one, whatever you have. And I added it to the clip to make a little charm. This clip is not included. You get just the charm, but just some ways that you can use it. So I added it to the little paper clip, and I thought that was really cute. So you can use it that way. You could add it to a bead chain and have it as a little charm that dangles. You can, if you have a TN with elastic, you can attach it that way and have it dangle from there. You can also attach it on the spine here and have it dangle from there. So there's a number of different ways that you can use this little guy, and he's just so cute. I love that it's tiny, so it doesn't add, you can put it on a little paper clip and it's not too bulky. The washi tape is absolutely adorable with all of the little houses in a row. I love that. And then the pen that we have is a Zebra Sarasa fine liner in red. And it has, let's see, does it say what point size? I don't remember. Does not. But I will do a little doodle for you. It's a nice bright red, and it is rather fine. I love the way these write. They write so well. So you get that. And then, of course, you get the die cuts and the tabs. Lots and lots of stickers. I used the little croissant right there. I thought that was cute. And then, of course, the beautiful patterned papers. And the patterned papers, like I said, you can cut these up and use them like to hold the adhesive pocket. You can cut these up and turn them into dashboards. We do have dashboards that you can purchase. Sometimes I will take our dashboards and use the patterned paper on the back of them. That looks nice. You can turn these into pockets themselves. You can cover some of our notebooks with these, which is a really fun way to use them also, is to wrap them around the notebook. And then just another little idea. So this is the mini, and I ran the washi tape along the bottom. And just sometimes, you know, when you're trying to menu plan, just having a list of ideas to look at is super helpful. So I just did summer menu ideas using the alphas, the alpha stickers, and then just listed those out. So just a simple, kind of a fun thing to do, even with the mini. I love to use the mini notebook just for little notes to throw in my purse. Works really well that way. And then I think, oh, yes, one other thing I wanted to show you before I move on to something else is, oh, and I'm using the A5 6-hole inserts, but our pouch this month, and let me make sure I've got that in frame. The pouch this month is, I wanted to show you to you on my planner. So it has this elastic. So it will go around a notebook. It will go around your planner. And so it's nice. It will hold that on there. And then it has a regular zipper here with the interior. So you can fit a lot in there. And then it has a pen loop. So you can throw on another pen. But then it also has this cute little front pocket that you can tuck things in. The cute little pin is from the travel kit. So just FYI, that doesn't come with the pouch. I just put that on there. That was from the travel kit. But it's a really cute little thing. Even if you just have a larger notebook, it would fit on there. It would wrap around like a standard TN. It's a little bit bigger width-wise, just to kind of give you an idea. But it would wrap around it. So a lot of different ways that you can use that. Isn't that cute? I love that. So pockets, we love that. You can always slide a little TN in the front there. Or even if you want to put your little mini notebook in the front. Cute, right? So that is a look at the planner kit. And we took a little peek at the dashboards and the pouch. Let's take a look at something I created using the journaling kit. It's kind of a cross between regular journaling and junk journaling because I did use some of the ephemera and bits that are from the actual cafe that we went to. So this is kind of a fun way. I guess it's kind of a hybrid. I don't know if to me, it all kind of feels like journaling or junk journaling, especially if you use bits and pieces of items that you've gathered from wherever you've gone. And I also wanted to show how this collection is really cute for something like this. Just going to a local cafe, going to a local diner would be really fun. Even just going for a walk and doing a little window shopping or shopping in your neighborhood. It's kind of a fun way to do that. So I used the cute little rub-on here that has the little coffee elements or little dining at cafe elements. And the little newspaper I thought was cute. I added my journaling. I printed that out on sticker paper. And then some of the other stickers. This one, it's just a label sticker, but I thought it just kind of created a fun little element. So I just kind of cut that in half and layered it on there. Again, there's some rub-ons, some of the alpha stickers that I added in there. And I thought it was kind of neat to run the journaling this way and have it kind of get broken up. And then I just used my date stamp. I thought that was kind of neat to fill in that area. I took the little paper bag that we got. Actually, I asked for an extra one. And most places are very, very accommodating. When you say, oh, I want it for my journal or whatever, they're happy to give you extra stuff. I just folded that over, created a little pocket, a little rub-on on there. I clipped the little photograph, added the little coffee stopper, and then another little photograph there. And then just a little bit of the pretty washi tape along the bottom here, just to add a little bit of color and balance it out. And I think it turned out really, really cute. Obviously, if you don't want this kind of bulk, junk journals are bulky, but you could even take a photograph of that and cut it out real close and put it in there. Then it would be more flat, would be a good way to use that. And there's always the journaling prompts on the journaling card. You can use those as jumping off points or ideas on things to add to your journal. I did want to mention that, again, with June, we have one of the sheets in the sticker kit for the journaling kit has these great torn pieces. Love these. Love, love, love these. So we're going to continue doing those for a while. And yeah. Oh, and then this is a week's size. Similar-ish to a personal size, but it's a really, really nice size. It doesn't feel overwhelming to me. So I enjoy doing stuff in the week's size. But that is a look at a fun little spread that I did using the journaling kit. So the Deluxe journaling kit it's kind of a hybrid of our planner kit and the journaling kit, and then also a few exclusive items to the kit as well. So let's take a look at a layout that I did this is a standard size notebook. So this is our standard size notebook, and I had some fun with the vellum on this. And I actually did, I used this technique in the stationery kit too, I think. So clearly I was on a vellum run here this month. But the idea for this came together specifically because of this great stamp. So it's kind of like a slide or a Polaroid or film, however you want to describe it. But it's perfect, I think, for stamping and then either putting journaling in or a photograph. So what I did is I stamped it on just some plain white cardstock. And you get a couple sheets of this white cardstock in the scrapbooking kit, which is nice because it's perfect for stamping on. I use my VersaFine black ink, love that. And I just did a couple of them. I cut them out, and then I layered them behind the photograph here. One of them, I cut out the inside and put it over a photo. And then the other one I just left blank and added the date. So I started with some of the pattern paper. I put that down, and then I just built my layers up. I used some of the great new sheet we have. So there's this red one here. I have that. So it's just a torn piece. It looks like torn paper. but it's not. It's just the stickers, and they're already torn, so it makes it super, super simple. I liked this little piece here, which is, find it, this one. And again, I just cut that in half and just kind of used it just as an element to layer. I thought it was really cute. I added the city from the Alpha stickers. These, as a neat little quote, I printed that out on my printer and just cut that out. I liked that. I liked that little bit of black. It kind of balances the bold black border around this. And then over here, I added my journaling on here. I cut my piece of vellum to size, just tore the bottom of it. And the way that I attached it is just with, I took one of the, I don't remember if that's a sticker. That's a sticker. So I took the sticker. Now these are vellum, so they're kind of see-through. You can have that be see-through if you wanted to. I wanted it to be a little sturdier as well, just because you're going to be lifting this. So I did the same thing. I took this and put it on some cardstock and cut it out. And then just adhered a little extra on the top there so that when you're flipping it up and down, it's not going to come off. And then a piece of the washi tape and one of the little washi strips. And then I did a little bit of rub-on here as well. And one of the cardstock stickers. I thought that was cute. And then when I was done, I was like, it still needs just a tiny little embellishment. And I wasn't sure what I could have done. A little bit more of the watercolor on there, maybe. There's plenty of those little pieces. I could have done, you know, some other little sayings or something. Maybe a few little of the pretty plant stickers. Could have maybe done those. But I just wanted something small. So I grabbed my little ring reinforcer punch. And I punched out, I also really wanted to use some of this great textured, it's got like a fiber in it. It's a really pretty red too. So just for a little pop of color. So I punched my little ring reinforcer out of this and then a couple of the other patterns. I actually punched this one right here is punched out of one of the sticky note pads because I wanted that little touch of blue. So I just punched those out. It's a great way to use your scraps too. It's a fun little, technically it's a ring reinforcer, but I just thought it was a cute little embellishment. So you're probably going to see me using that more because I've had it in my stash and I pulled it out and I'm like, I really kind of like that little accent. And then I added the tiny little sticker here of the geotag. And I thought that was fun. So it kind of becomes this neat interactive journaling page or memory keeping, scrapbooking layout, whatever you want to call it. I think it's kind of all of those things to some extent. And I had a lot of fun creating it. I think interactive can be really kind of a neat thing to do when you create a layout.